The Delhi government has finally realized the parents' pain in the capital. The government has cracked the whip against exorbitant fee charged by private schools under the guise of books and uniform. Taking cognizance of the growing problem, the Aam Aadmi Party government has sent a show cause notice to 12 private schools. On the other hand, an inquiry has been initiated against 6 other schools for allegedly coercing parents into buying expensive books and uniforms from specific vendors. The Education Department, in its directive last month, had clearly stated that private schools must give options to parents and that they have the freedom to buy school books and uniforms, I beg your pardon, from any store of their convenience. Seems like some private schools ignored the Education Department's guidelines and continue to violate the rules and will now face the music. Well, my colleague Ela spoke to Delhi's Education Minister Atishi, who said that the government has issued show cause notices to 12 schools for forcing parents to buy expensive books and uniforms. Listen in.
If you are a parent living in Delhi, your ward can't be forced and you can't be forced to buy expensive books as well as uniforms. Now, Delhi Education Minister Atishi is with me. And ma'am, first of all, I want to ask what action you have taken and against how many schools who were taking the or forcing the parents to take expensive books and uniform.
So Delhi government and our education department have issued very clear guidelines that no parents can be forced to buy books and uniforms from one single shop. There cannot be a monopoly, because what happens is that parents are forced into buying expensive books, expensive uniforms from one single store, and the uniform of the schools and the books keep on changing. However, many schools have been violating these guidelines. Many schools have been forcing parents. And so Delhi government has been taking action against schools that are making parents buy expensive books and uniform. We have issued show cause notices to 12 different schools. Inquiries have been instituted against 6 schools. And if any schools do not comply with these directions, if schools continue to harass parents, then strict action will be taken against them.
My colleague Ela is joining us live on the broadcast to give us more details on this. Ela, you spoke to Delhi Education Minister Atishi, who said that the government has issued show cause notice to 12 schools for forcing the parents to buy expensive books and uniforms. What is the reaction that you're gathering from schools or parents, if any, if you've spoken to anybody, and what work is the Aam Aadmi Party doing in order to put everything in place in order for better education?
So as the parents are saying that it is not too late, although it is late, but now Delhi government has taken a cognizance in this matter where private schools were forcing the ward as well as parents to pay hefty amount for their school bag, books as well as for their uniforms. We have seen a common practice and that if a younger sibling is studying in the same school, he uses the books of the elder sibling, but due to the school forcing the people to buy new syllabus, completely different syllabus, the people were facing a brunt economically. Now Delhi government has took cognizance in this regard and has issued the notification to 12 schools, as well as the investigation is underway for six school. And also in this show cause notice, the Delhi government has seek for the reply of the school as well in a week, and the Delhi government has made it clear that if any of the school will violate the guidelines which is issued by Delhi government, then the strict action could be taken place, and the registration could also be get cancelled of the school, and Delhi government could also take over the school. Such kind of brunt to be faced by the school if they continue with this practice of looting the parents or the students for expensive books and uniforms. See, already earlier the Delhi government had made it clear that all the private schools have to give 5 vendors' name in their school website, but we also spoke to some of the parents, and parents say many of the school websites were not having these names, and to that the Education Minister of Delhi, Atishi, has replied that they are taking a suo motu cognizance in this regard as well, and if anyone found guilty, strict action would be taken place against them. Over to you.
All right, Ila, thank you for bringing us those details on that story.